in this being pumped into the economy in terms of the housing of the houses, and most importantly is that when these guys were seated in bombers and they were crafting the new constitution 2010, it's a very powerful document. They introduced something that was called public participation. So, and they said when we are not sure how do we go about it, we're going to return it to the citizens so that they can decide. Public participation. It is not happening. We never saw these public participations. But I think if you go into their records, they will show you some funny documents. They sat somewhere, ate some tea and mandazis and sodas, and they passed it. Because public participations, by the way, they're happening. I've attended some of them. And they are not quality public participations. They are formalities. You just come, sign, we do a bit of talking, and then we go home. So public participation, public participation never happened. Maybe one of us can say and can confirm if they sat somewhere and they participated in saying that, oh yes, we need affordable housing. I didn't see it happening. Thank you.
Okay, good. Sam, because you're still in school, I want you to maybe define something for our audience and viewers. What's public participation come civic education?
What's public?
Participation.
Public participation is when the community takes part in the government decision making, and they should have a huge say in the government decision making, which is not taking place right now. What, like my friend said here, it's just basically a sham, where the government put their own people in the public participation, and they don't even advertise that there is public participation, and they pass it through. And when you look, the main problem, like when I've heard you said about civic education, we're about to educate the community, go places about their rights as citizens of Kenya, which is not taking place. First of all, when you look at the constitution very well, when there's a project taking place in a certain county or in a certain constituency, there should be public participation, and there's a certain percentage should be going to the youth, which is the tender. The youth of that constituency, unfortunately, in that Kenya, don't know anything about it. So you find politicians taking advantage of it, and this is money allocated for the youth, which is basically the politicians profiting from it. So that's the main problem we're facing in Kenya right now, is civic education. People don't know their rights. Watu wanafaa kusoma katiba vizuri.
That's very true, and I think I have to push another question to you concerning the same. It's a follow-up of the same. And if at all public participation has to be done, how is it supposed to be done?
First of all, there should be an advertisement, which will not basically, because we are in an era which it's technology. Some of the youths are maybe in TikToks, in these social media platforms. And also, there are some people who are supposed to be in the ground posters and flyers, where there is certain public participation taking place, which is not taking place right now. So everybody is not aware. Personally, I haven't received any communication that there's a public participation happening in the country, and that's what the same thing that they're doing in the IBC. They're not advertising, they're not telling the youth to take the vote. You're just hearing there is here watu wachukue kura or something like that, but you don't see this personally. I haven't seen places where people register. You are just told, ukiingia hapo ndani, you will register as voter, but it's not active. That's why there's low voter turnout.
Okay, I think we shall be handling 4 questions from the issue to Singapore. Then from there, I'll be giving you a different segment altogether.
Thank you.
That will be maybe to your advantage. And I'm looking at a place whereby we have to grow as a Kenyan, as Kenya to the state of Singapore. And what are some of the disciplines, and I push this to what are some of the disciplines that we need to have to make sure that we are eyeing, not even moving to Singapore, we eye positively to see that we into Singapore state?
Okay, so I think President Ruto has his key goals are in line. They're very well anchored. But what we need to do, we need to do what Jomo Kenyatta did not do. He sorry to say, when we were growing up, we were saying our founding fathers. But when we go back to the archives, we are saying that he didn't really mean well for this country. And when Singapore was prioritizing education, he was not. When Singapore was maintained physical discipline, he did not. He was putting cronies into government. He didn't focus on export. We need to focus on infrastructure and I think implement anti-corruption measures. Anti-corruption is a very big disease in this country. And you see one of the people that I respect, PLO Lumumba, was at the helm of the EACC, but the cartels really frustrated him. So, and then we need to encourage foreign investment. And we cannot do that if you come in as an investor and you have to go and look for 11 licenses. It's frustrating. If you go today to industrial area, it's saddening because companies are moving out. So our investors are not coming in. So we need to revive that. That is what we need to do.
Okay.
8 steps.
Thank you. Someone also may want to think maybe this is a journey, maybe that we need a vehicle to take us to that place, Singapore. How is it?
Okay, first I need to counter what my friend said about foreign investment. Why can't we have investment in this country? Because when you bring foreign investment, it doesn't benefit the normal Kenyan. It benefits the foreign entities here. So we need to make work easier for the normal Kenya by making, like saying, attaining these permits should be made easier for the normal Kenyan and made harder to the foreigners. It will make our work easier and also the economy to boom easily. What the steps, what the vehicle first? First, we need a political party which is ideologically based. What we have but this now, it's tribal parties. They don't speak about the ideas. They don't speak about what the plans they have in Kenya. It's just one person can go from another party and to another party. So they're basically electoral vehicles where at the time of election, that's where they become active. In this 5-year period, they're not active. So we need a political party which is basically ideologically entrenched and it has interest of the people. And the next thing, when you look at Germany, the way it developed, they have an 100-year plan. Us, we need to have a plan, a long-term plan, which we strictly follow. If it's the health, education, and the food security factor, which we have to strictly follow it. Another thing that we need to take in place, we need to have ideologically rooted leaders, which is not taking place right now. You find that our president is just rewarding loyalty, and these people, when they come, they just loot our funds. Fourthly, we need to do with the campaign financing. It's a real problem here because basically we don't finance for our politicians. There's some campaign financiers who are basically big business men in Kenya who determine what the country is heading to. So if when we take it to the ground where our voters can be able to fundraise like what the current aspirant Maraga is doing, I think we'll be going to a great place. When these leaders come in, they don't have to pay back to these people who fundraised for them because they are locked inside. But if we own the politicians because we are fundraising, I think it will be an added advantage to us. Thank you.
Okay, that's very great. And to some, we're still moving to Singapore. We're looking at the UDA-ODM pact.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Standard today is talking of ODM being, is it governed by the government, or maybe it is being propelled by the government, something of such a sort, and whereby it's riding on the government, ODM.
Okay.
So what is the effect of this combination or coalition, UDA and ODM, into the road to Singapore?
Okay. So I think the Political Parties Act, which was formed by the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, it says that if you want to merge, if political parties want to merge, because political parties do not just exist. There's a watchdog, there's an authority, Office of the Registrar of the Political. It says that if we want to merge, if ODM and UDA want to merge, they need to dissolve. You remember what happened to TNA and URP? Yeah, they need to dissolve first, and then do an NDC, and then decide what vehicle they want to craft. Yes, that is what they want to do. So it's lack of goodwill. I don't think the president had a vehicle called UDA. It took him up to the presidency. I don't think he's ready to dissolve that. ODM has been in existence for 20 years. I was a member. I just resigned a few months ago. I'm a member of another party. I don't think ODM is ready to fold. So yeah, we are looking. We are eager to see what they are going to do, because that will be not following the rule of law. So they need to dissolve first of all. So this conversation they are having is not a genuine conversation. Thank you.
It's about someone benefiting themselves.
Exactly.
Okay? And because you're all from some politically maybe not purported, but supported movements from school and youth change makers movement. I need to push it to Victor, to the same. How do you look at this pact come 2027 and the road to Singapore?
The pact between ODM and UDA?
Yes.
It's not for the benefit of the common manage of interest, because when you look at the history of ODM, it was founded under the ideology of social democracy, which they have managed to survive for 20 years because of the ideology they had, and it was Raila, the late Honorable Raila, was pushing the agenda, which was to fight for the common interest of the common wananchi, which is not happening right now. And basically they're saying that we cannot be in the opposition every time. And I'm asking myself if the president is not doing what is right. So we support him because I've been in opposition for 20 years. Also, I was a supporter of the ODM, but 5 years down the line, I withdrew my support for ODM because of the amenities they're doing, and which now it's like they're negotiating with our oppressors on how to cushion us, and it's like they're telling us, you thought they're directing our energy, you just wait, we are talking to the oppressor so that you can be given the little things that they can give to us, which is compensation to the victim, which is not happening right now. So I don't think the road to Singapore will be realized. It will be like Vision 2030, which I don't think it's even been realized here. And if you want for us not to realize, because I don't think if we want to see, someone said that President Ruto has brought the Singapore dream because of the current location where he's eyeing on Nyanza. So the Nyanza people like big things, so they Singapore. In 2022, they said he said that it's bottom up because he was looking at the central region because they're business people. So he said the common hustlers, the Nini will be in the government, which he did not realize. So he's shifting agendas, and now it's the Singapore. So it's just a political propaganda, which we should not focus on, and we should focus on countries which we can be able to realize it. A country which we can be able to maybe see as a dream of is South Korea, because you have the same population, same country size. And also, if we want to be able to keep up with the pace, we have to decide as Kenyans if we are really ready for the change. Because we are seeing what elections that the government is doing in elections. They're basically manipulating through capital they have, hoarding, bribing, goonism. But we realize these are just few individuals. There is a report saying that there is only 100 billionaires who earn more compared to the 42 million Kenyans. And we are the majority. That's what we need to realize. We are the majority and we can stand up. Personally, I don't see elections as the other way to go for us. I see the streets as a way to go for us, because we have tried to talk to these people. They're the people who want the means of the elections, like the IEBC, where you saw what the IBC chair did in the Mbeere North election. They were basically in support of the government. So what do you think it will change in 2027? We have seen what Tanzania did. We have seen what Uganda did. What that elections will change it. What we can be able to do, just conduct a peaceful protest for now. If peaceful protests can't work, because Bangladesh, even Madagascar did this thing, take it to the streets, and they managed to get out the dictator, which the current president is acting like a dictator right now. So we need to look at these things straight. We have seen the country here in elections, it's a bit messy right now. So I don't see that we can let the president to complete his first time even. But if we realize our power, we realize that the current potential, the excuse they are using is that we will be like Sudan, we'll be like these countries that are war-torn countries. But it's not basically true, because it's not an armed resistance, it's peaceful protest, which it was done in Gen Z protest until it was sabotaged, and they have taken our leader like Kasmuel.
I'll come to Kasmuel because we'll be getting there. I want to give you very ample time after maybe this, and some in less than 30 minutes, because we've got 2 questions, then we move into a different segment. What is the purpose of and responsibility, duties of an opposition side in a government?
So how I understand it personally, as a Kenyan, is that the opposition is supposed to be a check system. The opposition is supposed to put the government on toes. And it worked very well during, I think, when Kibaki was the leader of the opposition in parliament. It used to work very well. Right now, I think the parliament is not working as it should be. You know, we choose our members of parliament. They are lawmakers. But whatever they are doing there, we don't really understand anymore. So the opposition is supposed to check the judiciary. It's supposed to check the executive. It's supposed to check the legislature. It is not doing so. What we are seeing with the United Opposition, so they are calling themselves, which is not a registered entity. We are seeing them on the road. They are preparing for the next election. Those are, to me, I don't think they are leaders, because leaders actually prepare prepare the next generation. That is what Lee Kuan Yew did for Singapore. But our politicians, not leaders, they're preparing. They always preparing for the next election. Always. So we finish a cycle of 5 years, we start again. Everybody comes with his own agenda and propaganda. He rides on it. So we are always, even investors are very, it's a volatile environment. Investors look at Kenya and they think, wow, so I'm going to be here for around maybe 3 years. 2 years they're planning for an election, and then the same thing over and over. So I don't think we have a strong opposition. I think the office of the registrar of political parties need to help us. EACC, they need to help us. We've seen a voice that has come up lately that's called Gen Z. We need to talk to our young people, and that energy that they have, we are thinking that it can liberate this country. But so far, maybe you can talk about Kasmuel. I don't know what happened to him. Thank you.
We'll get to that later. So I think I'll push one question each. Then I want you ask some to under the issue of taxes. They're looking so punitive, and should they be so punitive or so FT to ask Kenyans to make sure that we move to Singapore?
Okay.
Is there fuel to Singapore?
Yeah, okay. Taxes are crucial for a government to run, but they're not benefiting Kenyans.
Yeah.
Hefty taxes, it's a common thing.
Yeah.
It's normal. When you look at countries like the European countries, Germany, they really pay high taxes, but they benefit.
Yeah.
We usually say when you look at a country like Germany, the German people, there is no rich people like this. Yeah. Many of them live a normal life, but these taxes are serving them because they have free education from primary to university. They have free health care for a student like me. They don't pay transport because given that you have a student ID. So when you look at these amenities, the government is not providing them fully to make us comfortable. So I don't have any problem with taxes, provided that it serves us for the common mwananchi to be able to survive, because what's the human need? It's food, health care, and shelter. If the government provides this in a comfortable manner, using our taxes well, then we'll be able to realize the journey to Singapore, because it will motivate even Kenyans to work harder and work more. And basically, when these taxes, it should be conducted in a strategic manner. That's the way I said. If they put taxes like import taxes to these foreign companies, basically we'll see our economy continue to realize. So the problem is not taxes, it's how they use the taxes. Yes, because the taxes now we are raising, they are basically just not exploiting, they're just eating it out for their own benefit. And the common mwananchi is not getting anything.
That's very true. And the last one, Sam. Your political competitor, and when you feel that I'm going past you politically,
yes,
you rain attacks on me, and you're moving to Singapore.
Wow, very interesting, and it's a subject that as change makers, as I'm a member of Bunge la Mwananchi, I'm a member of the Justice and Freedom Party of Kenya. We've met some very good leaders in this country in our journey and our quest for better governance. We've shot to them the issue of Goonism. I can tell you they really fumbled. They've really fumbled with it. No one knows what is going to happen. If today every leader, every politician, sorry to say, wants to surround himself with goons, it's for intimidation. If we are not lucky, if we are not careful, these goons are gonna become militia, because now they are armed. They're not just armed with machetes and the clubs. They are armed with guns as well. So if we are not careful, we are going in a very wrong direction. We can see what is happening to our neighbors in Tanzania. The last election, we've seen Uganda. They've just finished the election. How it was chaotic. Sudan. We're being surrounded by chaos. So we need to be very careful. Chaos cannot lead us the Singapore way. And just to mention is that to touch on the issue of taxes that Sam was talking about, remember when Singapore started, it was not as blessed as us. We have a lot of resources. We have gold here. I was just in Magari the other day. The soda there is doing a lot. Singapore, where they started is that they just noticed that without oil, they realized that they could actually refine oil because ships were passing through them. But back to your question of Goonism, I don't think we're going very far. It's actually a problem. If you maybe you've done it in your news, and we as aspirants, it's something that some of us have actually shelved their aspirations because some of us have really gone hard, and some people have really knocked and told them no, this is not how it goes, and they've sent people to them. So we're asking the government to really enforce security and help the young people and those who are passionate about this country move forward. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Sam, you have something to add on the issue of attacks?
Goonism in Kenya, it's basically what you say, they can be able to be used like militias, what we are currently seeing in South Sudan, where every politician has his own militia to use to bargain it for power. We, as citizens, must stand up to the Goonism challenge that we have. We saw in the 2025 Sabasaba protests what goons were did. So basically, we need to tackle it in a tactical manner where we are able to suppress these goons. Because, first of all, it's not a coincidence. These people are also humans. Why do they become goons? It's just because of poverty, which is manufactured by the politicians in these slum areas. So you also need to look at this issue of slum areas in poverty manifested areas. We need to tackle that issue because the normal politician doesn't want the slum person to develop, because if he develops, he won't have the need to be a goon. So that's what you need to tackle about the poverty in Kenya, mainly in slum areas, and then we'll be able to do away with the Goonism.
Okay, that's great. Good morning once again. You're watching Morning Life, and this is the issue of big promises and the biggest question, and this is the road to Singapore. We've Samuel Jobuga and Victor Kango, change makers and
Revolutionary Students Commission.
Okay, that's good. Now, I think we am to that, and there's something that we need to do, and revolution and change, I think it's all the same thing, because you're revolving something and you're changing something, you're tuning something into exactly what you want. And I want to start with why did you make this movement in school?
Because I saw there's a space, there's a gap in student politics. From 2016, there's no student politics, and there's no certain student leader who is more into politics, which is ideally based, like in the past, whereby we saw even James Orengo, remember, was a student leader. Anyang' Nyong'o was a student leader. The current MP of Kiharu constituency, and Ndindi Nyoro was a student leader. But right now, we don't have these specific student leaders, which is not even a coincidence. Because I said it's the delegate system, which was pushed into action in 2017, promoted by the current CS of Health, Aden Duale, which basically suppressed the democracy of students. What you have right now is basically purely a sham, because it's a delegate system whereby not the actual student is voting for the president or their student leaders. It's just a few people who are selected to represent the students. And it doesn't thrive, because for this president to want to be president, he will have to bribe each and every official. And he has to have a capital, which when you find out these aspirants are basically sponsored or financed by government officials, by politicians who are well known, so that they can be able to control the system. What we saw last year when you were fighting for the new funding model, one of our own, you were the vice president then of UNSA, shifted to the government because he was financed by the government. So the normal manager, the normal student can't even run for the president, because these delegates, they all want is you bribe them so that you can get into power. So we saw a need for a movement that can be able to be ideologically based, cannot be able to control by politicians, because we are purely independent. We conduct political education in university. We also have these study circles, which we have some documents that we study. Our leaders are, what we look up to is leaders like Che Guevara, Patrice Lumumba, Nelson Mandela. These are leaders who were very progressive in what they did. And as we identified that Jomo Kenyatta, the former president, was not the founding father. And he just took away from Kenyans. The people who really fought for Kenyans were Dedan Kimathi, the Mau Mau fighter. But this Mau Mau, it's even manufactured. It's not, they're not referred to as Mau Mau. They called themselves KFLA, the Kenya Land and Freedom Army. So what the Jomo Kenyatta did, just took it away from them because he was a puppet of the West, and they killed Dedan Kimathi. That's what led into that us. So if we have these leaders that we look up to, they really inspire us and to advocate for change in these institutions. And I believe if we develop, because we are starting from somewhere, our ideas are really acknowledged, because they are basically the truth and facts. And if we move in that direction, soon we are going to form a political party which can be able, like EFF, which was in Malema, in South Africa, economic freedom fighters, that can be able to stand up to the government, and which is ideologically based, and you can be able to change the politics of this country. That's my vision. Okay, that's good. We're still coming back to you. Victor.
Yes.
I give you time for you to introduce yourself now, afresh.
Oh, afresh.
Yeah, let's know who Victor is.
Yes.
In Change Makers Movement.
Okay. Yes. So, yes, again, my name is Victor Nunda.
Yeah.
Member of Change Makers. I'm also a member of Bunge la Mwananchi.
Yeah.
A member of Freedom, Justice and Freedom Party of Kenya.
Yeah.
An aspirant. I'm a hopeful.
Yeah.
Well, the cousins can't supersede the other. Yeah. As for MCA Upper Savannah Ward. So Change Makers, we have we have shared goals. Change Makers is very structured. Yeah. And we have ideologies. We meet a lot of people. It is not like Bunge la Mwananchi. It's not like many political parties. You want to realize that many political parties exist because they are owned by people. Yeah. So, for example, they say ODM, the certificate has someone has it. Yeah. And we know the trustee. He was given some good job just the other day. Yeah. And just to mention some of my manifestos, and I'm an aspirant. Yeah. Vying that seat. My main agenda is to liberate my people. Yeah. My people need to be liberated. I was born in that area, born and bred. Yeah. And there's an anomaly that is happening there. It's a very serious anomaly. Yeah. So I believe that leadership is about identity. Yeah. And if we allow it to be run down here, it can actually happen up there. Yeah. So the incumbent is an outsider. Yeah. Just to say, and we want to make sure that that is not happening. That is why we're going to the ballot. One of the reasons that we are going to the ballot. And how we do that is that we need to mobilize our people. Yeah. And once again, if it is happening here, down here, it can happen up there. Yeah. Remember, we have a community in Kenya that is on a mission. Yeah. Study shows that if we are not careful, in the next 2 decades, they can actually be the president of this country. Your guess is as good as mine. Right. Yes. And we need to be very careful. Yeah. So we need to strengthen our families down here. We need to strengthen our leaders down here. Someone cannot come from Uganda and say he wants to run for the presidency in Kenya. We cannot allow that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So someone cannot come from another area and say he wants to come and vie for a political position within another area. It is we need to go back to the constitution and actually look at and change it, because what the constitution says is that if you are a Kenyan, you can actually vie in any area of this country, which is okay, but not okay as well, because we need to identify. Yeah, sure. So someone cannot come from Garissa and he goes to vie in Kakamega. Those people need to say, oh, hello, we don't know this person. He doesn't know our roads. He doesn't know our rivers. He doesn't know our problems. We need to to choose someone who understands our problems. And that is you can actually now start to realize that things are happening that they're not supposed to happen. So for example, I've been to public participations and we've seen that money was allocated. For example, there's a road there that was allocated, it's called Greenfields Road. It hasn't been allocated. It was allocated 22 million. And
when?
Around 3 years ago. It has not been done. It was done, shoddily. And study shows that the World Development Fund receives on average 28 million. So if I'm not chosen and I'm not passionate about, I was not born here, it is very easy that no one will question me. But if I'm from this area, I will meet some people who will tell me, oh, hello, but you guy, you know, what happens, you were brought up in this area, how comes you're not doing A, B, C, D? That is why these things are happening. And because of Goonism again, these leaders are not being questioned, they're not seen, they don't do public barazas, they are not meeting anyone. It's a problem. And the Constitution gives us a leeway to recall them. But there's the fear factor as well. So people would rather just do their jobs, go and do their earn their daily bread. But so these guys continue doing corruption day in, day out. So we are calling them out. We are very eager about 2027. We are not going back. This vehicle does not have a reverse gear. And we are hoping that with the absence of Raila Odinga, that the political environment in 2027 is going to be very different. The Speaker of the National Assembly last week said that, confirmed actually, that 57% of the MPs will not come back. He was actually telling them.
68%.
68%?
Oh,
thereabout. So that shows that people are tired. And we need to strengthen our political parties. We need to be ready for the next elections. We are personally ready. It's not about dishing out money. It's about passion. It's about better governance. Thank you, Jeff.
Sure. And we're still coming back to you. You have to give us your manifesto.
Thank you.
All right. With some, now that you young person in college or in university, and you've been around for some good years, and you've been observant enough to see that maybe politically we are not stable and not maybe going where we are supposed to be going, or we are not where we're supposed to be. Counting above 60 years of independence and freedom, and what changes are you bringing in?
What changes I'm bringing in?
Yes.
Is first in
your movement,
leaders who
affecting the country.
Leaders who ideologically rooted in the are ideologically rooted in the interest of the people, which is not right now. Second thing, we are not yet independent yet, because we have seen about the debt issue, which are currently facing. I think now it's 12 trillion. So what I'm bringing into the table is economic independence, whereby we can, us as a country can be able to make our own decisions, not certain countries dictating for us what we have to do. Like the Western countries, the IMF, which basically is the one of we get loans from them. That's what I'm bringing to the table, economic independence. What I'm bringing to the table again, I'm bringing a dignified life for the normal Kenyan Mwananchi, to have access to education, to have access to health, to have access to shelter. What we are doing again is also to be able to, because as our name stands, it's revolution. So we don't want reforms. We want basically to overhaul and change the whole system. We are bringing in different political parties who will be able to advocate for the student interest. We will be able to, what we are doing again is conducting civic education to the normal mwananchi, and also be able to our workers in the port area, our workers in the industrial thing. When you look at it, the current Kodu SG Francis Atoli has not been advocating. He's been there, I don't know for how many years, and I don't think he's been advocating. He used to fight for it, Kitambo, but he shifted, and now it's back to normal. It's back to normal. The workers in that area, they don't have a dignified life. They're being paid low wages. When they try to revolt, they are scrapped off because of the issue which are facing. Unemployment, which is not a coincidence, it's manufactured. So how this system thrives, it's a capitalist system, it thrives when you have so many, we call them a reserved army of the unemployed. So basically you can be able to lower the wages because people are desperate. And so utaweza wafinilia atindo hivi kama hivi kuna mtu mwingine anaweza chukua kazi yako na haifai kuwa hivyo. So when we do things like this where you can be able to give a worker a dignified life and be able, what we are doing next, what the government is privatizing, we will nationalize it so that the public and the government can be able to own it. What we'll be doing next, what the politicians have stolen from us, we will take it back. All the land, they have taken it from us, we'll take them, confiscate them from them. All the leaders who have stolen from us, we'll jail them. And all the leaders who have conducted atrocities for the common mwananchi will be able to, because I don't believe the current constitution is it's not so violent to the people who conduct corruption. When you look at China, what did they do to corrupt people? It's basically massacre. And I think that system must be brought there to Kenya. If you are found in corruption, you are hanged. And it will send a clear message because it's a structural, because every Kenyan is corrupt, and people will start to change from that perspective. So we are bringing a new Kenya under social reform, whereby the people basically own the means of production and can be able to enjoy life. That's what you're doing.
Good. Getting back to you again, Victor, you have to give us your manifesto.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll try and squeeze it. And for my people, and I know that some of them are watching, and I'll just skip the values, and I want to tell them that that area, if you compare it to other wards that are surrounding us, education is working pretty well. So the area MP, Babu Owino, is the MP for Embakasi West, has really tried to strengthen the existing public school there. It's called Dunham Primary School. It has a secondary school now, but it's not enough. If you go to that school, the tutor teacher pupil ratio, it's not something to smile about. So it means there's needed other schools. The money is there. The county government is there. We need to talk to the governor. We need to talk to the president. These monies are there. Grabbed land is where we're gonna put. We need to put infrastructure for other public schools. The space is there, and we just need to be serious about it. And that area does not have a public health care. It's terrible. So you imagine if someone is sick and they can't go to a private hospital. It's terrible. So if you go to other wards, we have a neighboring ward called Lower Savannah. There's a level 2 and a level 3 public facility. And but when SHA was had started, it really used to work for them. So healthcare doesn't need to be that expensive. So we're gonna push for that. It's just a matter of goodwill. We're talking about security and We don't have a police station in that area. We don't know what is happening. The land is there. We just need, we have very many companies within that area and surrounding. Just need to talk to them, and they can help us build a police station. The security is not that good. There's some very funny characters moving around. Drainage, again, we cannot leave this to Sakaja and the governor. When you drive, you walk through in this area when it rains, it's terrible. Because the population has grown and the drainage is the same. So it needs to be redone. But it's not being redone. Again, we don't know where these monies are going to. So we are the area, the residents are not having discussions with the leaders in these areas, because they're also not being seen. They're not coming for public participations. We had, my manifesto says that God willing, if we clinch these positions, we want to have servant leadership. So we will reach out. We will not wait for residents to come and tell us we need to talk to you. We are going to come and talk to them. They are the ones to tell us. Just have public barazas in every estate and tell them these are the funds that are available, and this is how we want to use them. This is what is remaining. How do you want to use them? Lastly, transparency. So the leaders are there. These wards, remember, have ward administrators that people don't know. And where you can meet them is only at the public participation, and their participation is very limited. And they are paid by our taxes. They just need to do their job. But we are not putting them to task. And being a member of Bunge la Mwananchi, I understand social justice. And we've really pushed the leadership of Bunge la Mwananchi because Bunge la Mwananchi is actually moving around the country and trying to set up these bunges. They're just public barazas where people come and talk. They will talk about SHA, they will talk about 10-point agenda, NADCO. They will talk about things that affect the normal Mwananchi. So we are going to push for those public barazas so that we are pushing for accountability and transparency. Thank you,
Okay,
Jeff.
that's good. And what's your party again?
Justice and Freedom Party of Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And because time is almost up, we've been looking at leaders before they are elected or even put into power.
Yes.
They go to the grassroots. They meet each and every other person down there. They take tea from the very local of kiosks around each and every place. They're very simple, very humble. Suppose you're sent to power.
Yes.
What will you change from what you've been seeing?
Again, I don't think anything changes. Some of us are in this just because of better governance. Yes. I'd rather get in there for only 5 years, do what I can, and push the baton to someone else. It's not about the money. Remember, and people need to understand that when you decide to go for hard politics, 3 things are gonna happen. Number 1 is death. Number 3 is you're gonna get very poor. Number 3 is you're gonna get very rich. They follow each other that way. In that constituency, before it was split up, a member of parliament who used to be a councillor, I think in Dandora, vied for that seat in 2007, and he was killed before he was actually sworn in. Mugabe Were. Remember, that's serious. That's how serious it is. And when you're getting into these spaces, it's a risky affair. So what we actually telling our people is we just need prayers and their support. It's actually for them, and we are in with them. And if people think that we are going for it because of cash, they are wrong. Because some of us just go for governance and then the opportunities. You don't have to touch the money per se. I like the model of the late Enigma Raila Odinga. He never used to dish out money, but people really loved him. And may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Yeah. And moving on to Sam. We're looking at the issue of empowerment, and you be brief for this because I'll be giving you maybe another 1 minute to say what you can't live without saying. And we're looking at the issue of empowerment, and then the issue of Nyota, the issue of Asla Fund. And I think now the latest one is the Nyota Fund, which was maybe squashed to the young people. And how can that affect the young people in 2027?
What is it's happening right now under Nyota?
Yeah.
It's trying to bribe young people. And this is money is not for the government.
Yeah.
It's the IMF loan which has been taken, being dished out.
Yeah.
It started at 500, but now they work. Now they're doing it for 20,000. And under the current economic conditions right now, you're not guaranteed to be 100% successful. And this 20,000, it's not guaranteed that you are going to use it in the most prudent matter. So I think it's just political theatrics which they're playing. And as I told you, many of these things are advocated by young people, which I said, like people like Kasman, we were them during the struggle in Gen Z 2024 protest. We were there with him, and we were forefront. But later on, due to Nini, he changed sides, and now he's advocating for the oppressor. So if we deal with this tactical manner and be able to gain trust for the young people, then we can be able to change this country. What we don't need is handouts. We need opportunities, we need structures, we need institutions to work.
Okay, the last one, then I come to Victor, then we finish. Now, we need to have a change come 2027 or another year coming after that general election. And we saw the issue of anti-finance bill, how you came out, and you're about 60% of this Kenya's population.
Yes.
And if that is translated into voting, I think you'll have a big win. Then during the by-elections just a few months ago, we saw that through those regions where by-elections were done, we did not see young people voting. They said that the people who is being voted in for during the by-elections is not the person they want come 2027. How ready are you, and how ready as far as getting your votes, your votes is concerned?
That's true, because what you're seeing, it's not motivating us, because the option you have in the presidential race, it's basically, they're just same. Both of them are in government. The president, William Ruto, and the former deputy president, the Rigathi Gachagua. So it's not motivating. It's not a motivating factor for us. So what we need is a third force party, whereby we can form the party of all the youth people, and we can be able. And how prepared are we? What you are doing here, it's basically political work. Media, we're going to talk to people, small issues. And I think because we are at a very dire state, we are in a do or die. Because if we let the president go for another term, basically, and we saw what he did in 2022, we are going to be dead by now. So you need to take this issue with a lot of seriousness. So that we can be able to have good leaders and advocate, because the revolution is ripe. What we don't have is people going. I don't think people are basically what were our Jitumi enough. But if we organize more, if there's a change, I believe that there will be a third force which will come up. Not to carry out the current opposition, which is basically just confusing us. And I don't behave. If they were really genuine, they could be like the former president, conduct protests, do what they need to do. But them, just press conference, we are condemning it in the higher uttermost, and they are making it tribal. So we need a third force that we can be able to thrive it under. And I'm issuing it an advice to the current MP, Babu, the current MP, Babu and Dinyoro, these young leaders that we have, to be courageous enough and to stand up to the occasion. They'll have great support, not to lose saying that they can't do and to advocate for this smaller position. Let's aim for the higher seat, and they will see a movement behind them.
Okay, good. Look straight at the camera ahead of you, and maybe give a very clear message to the young people and maybe in your school.
Okay, the young people of this country, what we need right now is change, and you cannot conduct that change without you. So we are issuing a message and we're urging you to come out with large numbers to support the movement, because this is the movement that will bring dignity to your life. You'll be able to access education, health, and even shelter. And if you support these leaders that we have, we'll be we'll be going in the right direction, not shaming them. What we did to Morara Kebaso was not the right trajectory to do. We need to support these leaders, and we need to be united as one, so that these leaders cannot take us for granted and see us as a tool for violence and mobilization, and do what they need us, they want us to do. So it's our time. Let's rise up to the occasion. Thank you, Canons.
Okay, that's great. And prepare your final thing as we finish with Sam. So Sam, what is this you can't live without saying?
Yeah, I think we cannot go to the ballot if we are not prepared. Just the same way I was talking about public participation. If you want to have good public participation that is anchored in the Constitution, you need to prepare the people that, next week on such a date, we're going to have a public participation. Just the same way you have meetings. Jeff, your boss here will tell you we are going to have a meeting tomorrow. You need to prepare for it. So we need to prepare for the upcoming elections. That is where we're going to do the change that we want. And for that to happen, 75% of Kenyans are young people. And it's not good to see that they are not taking their votes seriously, and they are not registering. The numbers are too low. We've had a discussion with the IEBC. They said that they will step up and do an enhanced. So what they are doing is a voter registration. But they are saying that they will do enhanced voter registration because they need to entice the young people to take their votes. So in every constituency, there's only one IEBC office. For example, in Embakasi East, the IEBC office is at a place called East African Aviation College. It's very far from someone who is in Kayole B Center. That's where the boundary is. So they need to go to the people. They need to go to the universities, IEBC. And the funding is there. We don't know. It's just a matter of accountability. So we are telling the young people, go and take your go and register as voters. Take it seriously. Just even if you think you're not gonna vote, if there will not be good leaders to vote, just be prepared with that vote. I think a wave is coming, and it's coming in a very high way. Just be prepared. Thank you.
Okay. I think a small address to the people of your ward. You're aspiring to be the MCA.
Yes.
Then your final word.
Okay. To my people. I think we've said it all, and you need to make your decision come 2027. We will be on the ballot, so make a wise decision. You can see how your roads are. You can see the healthcare. You can see security. Do you still want to be led by outsiders? That is you. It's a decision to make. We don't like leaders in this area. We are there. We've taken that mantle. It's about courage. It's about passion. Go to the ballot and make the right decision. Thank you.
Thank you. Final words, Victor. Sam, sorry.
So to the young people of Kenya, their leaders who are advocating for their own interests. So let's not give up in life. There's still hope, and we have the power in our hands. It's just to put, the matter is just to put it into action. If we ask young people, we believe we have a plan, and what we are going to realize. And we have a plan for a better Kenya for us all. But I can't realize it alone. I need the support of the young people. So let's not lose hope. There's still hope. The president which we are not for, anaweza toka. Na kama sisi wenyewe kuungana, we can make it be realizable. So let's not give up. We'll be conducting political education to your ward, to everywhere you are. Just welcome us. Na usikubali kununuliwa na pesa ndogo ndogo, because it's just that your future unaiuza. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. And this is the biggest promises, the biggest questions, and the road to Singapore. To my left-hand side, we've had Sam Mabunga. He is a Revolution Students Movement, and we had Victor Kango, Change Makers. We want to thank you so much for being there. Thank you for being our audience and viewers. And to our very special guests here in Morning Live EBN TV, we want to thank you so much for having spent your time all here and shedding light to the voters just outside there and citizens at all. So we want to thank you so much again, and thank you for watching, and we wish you the best in our programs and subsequent bulletins. My name is Jeoffrey Kimaiyu Somba JKS. Thank you for watching. May you have a good day.